Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Good morning ma'am. Let me introduce myself. My name is Filza Waina from 24E class. And now, hear my story studying in UNJ. It's been 4 months since I officially started studying at UNJ. It's been a short time, but after going through it, I realized that the time I went through was not as fast as it seems. I remember the first time I opened the new student admission announcement. I was too nervous to click the mouse because I was afraid of being rejected. But thank God, Alhamdulillah, I was accepted into this program, English Education. I was so happy, I'm glad, and I'll never forget that moment. Many things happened during these 4 months. It started with attending faculty orientations, followed by university orientations, and finally study program orientations. Those days were busy days after a long break after my graduation from high school. At first, I was surprised by the number of activities and assignments, but then I realized that this orientation was a way to train myself to prepare myself for college life, which is no less hectic than the orientation itself. During the orientation day, I met many fun friends, and during that time, I also got to know the people who would later become my classmates in class 24E. And I also met my senior who, although strict during orientation, turned out to be very kind and friendly afterwards. Study program orientation is the most fun orientation. Although at first there was a lot of gossip saying that study program orientation was scarier. But in the end, it was not that scary. It was actually very fun. And finally, the orientation ended. On September 2nd, the first day of classes began. My feelings were mixed. I was excited, nervous, and worried. Many questions came to my mind. Will I be able to do well at college? Am I good enough and capable enough to be in this major? Is this really what I wanted? But after going through it, it turned out to be not as scary as I thought. I could still handle it, even though college life is very different from high school. Many things made me culture shock, such as short lectures hours, take-home exams, and campus term that still confuse me. And before the midterm exam, we, the new English education students, participate in PKMP, which is like leadership training. I learned a lot from the very impressive speaker, and after the presentation, there were practical exercises. Although PKMP was on the weekend and made me forget that I had a weekend, the experience was still worth it, and in the end, my group was chosen as the best group in PKMP. Yay! Those days were very tired, but after the midterm exam, our class went together to Block M. As the lectures pass, I met amazing lecturers and amazing friends who also gave me motivation to continue being an English education student. This inspired me to study seriously because one day I will be an educator and I don't want to be an incompetent educator. I want to be an educator who can motivate my students, can provide material that are easy for students to understand, and also make students know how fun it is to learn English. I did my best to learn, although there were many challenges and tears along the way. And now that my first semester is over, I don't regret being here as an English education student. Thank you.